So, a very warm good evening to the audience present here today. Welcome to the first talk show, which is the episode one of Dream India. So, today the guest speaker is Mr. Pramod Chandrasekhar, who is the founder of Last Ripple. And our aim would be to gather and accumulate some pieces of information at the end of this IGTV in specific to Mr. Pramod and his organization, which is Last Ripple. So, welcome again, Mr. Pramod. A very good evening.
Hi, thank you so much for
Hi.
this opportunity
Yes,
about
certainly
last.
a pleasure.
Yeah.
So let's just dive right into it. How about you just tell the audience, just begin by telling a bit about yourself as to what you are, who you are, where you come from, your background, your interests, hobbies, your undergrad course, and all about you.
Okay, so to give a brief about myself, I was a lost student in
Mhm.
my law school. So I was just
Yes.
lost in my law school way back in 2018, I believe, and I was just ending my teenage. I was nearing 19, and I had this thought in my mind to make something happen in my
Mhm.
lost law school routine, to just have that one spark to start something. And it was 2018, and it was the end of my teenage, and I just wanted to make something happen before I stepped out of 19. And then I thought of giving myself a deadline or a commitment or a date, so that I do something before that date, which was March 10th. And that's when I decided that I'm making something happen for the next year. So
Mhm.
March 10th, 2018, I decided that I'm gonna start something I'm not, which I was not sure of, so that I have a deadline to go after my something which I was searching for.
Mhm.
And just like I told you that I was lost in my law school, so my law school was kind of getting hectic, because it was very very difficult for me to cope up in whatever it was happening,
Mhm.
what was happening in terms of everything. Did I just go off, by the way?
Yes, but then it's perfect. It's all right now. You can continue.
Perfect. So, to give a brief, that happened, and then came this big incident in my
Mhm.
life, which was the pivotal change, or the one triggering point to start Last Triple, which was my grandma's death.
Yes.
And my grandma's death was that one foundational thought which made me to start Last Triple, because I thought, why can't death be beautiful, or why can't death be considered to be organized, systemized way of thought? Because I, being a Bangalorean, I being having so many contacts in this city, I couldn't arrange an ambulance or a proper
Mhm.
logistical service for my grandma's death, which was very triggering for me, and which made me think, why can't there be a forum or a platform for something called funeral logistics?
Mhm.
And that one thought made me to think, what can be happening in this religious stigmatic country called India. And just like that, Purvi, like I said, the last triple is born, and I just thought, why can't we planetary for every death? Because I did stumble across an article called "Planning a Tree for Every Death," which was going viral in the European states back in 2018.
Mhm.
And I thought, why can't Indians make this happen? And that's when Last Triple was born, and that's how Last Triple got structured. And
Well, that's a really beautiful, Pramod. The structure of idea that you formed is certainly very beautiful. Just to give a personal insight over here, I would like to resonate here a bit with you. Back in standard six, I lost my mother, and the idea that you presented over here, that why is it so that death or a demise cannot be
Mhm.
attributed to something beautiful, something worthwhile? So that's certainly a very beautiful thought or idea. And talking about the transition which took place from your law school to this journey of entrepreneurship.
that,
So
that
why
was
exactly? Yes. So talking about it, why exactly Last Ripple? Why exactly? Why specifically plantation? And I mean, how did it relate to your grandmother's demise?
okay. So to be very precise and honest on that one note, I did talk about my idea of venturing into phrenology with so many of my friends circle, be it my family, be it my friends, be it my law school professors. to everybody who can give me some ideas or some thoughts about
Mhm.
how can I make this happen.
True.
And being in a law school, being
Mhm.
in a place called Christ University, which is a
Yes.
deemed to be campus now, being in a typical Indian family with the typical mindset of you can't do something out of your law school routine,
Mhm.
it was horrible for me to step out and take this decision to start something called an entrepreneurship venture when I'm still stuck in my teens and not knowing what to do, right? And I still remember the thought called last triple just came after one of my friend passed an article about planning a tree for every death, which
Yes,
was
yes, you
going
did
viral.
mention. Mhm.
And that one article which my friend passed me led me to 1 month of research. And then I did take this matter to my law school. And then I went to all the B schools in Bangalore, be it B School of Financial University, be it IIM Bangalore, be it Presidency, be it any big
Mhm.
university which is having a B school wing, right? And none supported this, saying that this is nearly impossible to happen. But then the hope of last triple uh, changed in one of the event in one of the B schools, wherein one of the B school mentor told me, why can't last triple be for pets? And why can't last triple start off with pets, wherein you can make death beautiful for pet families, and then eventually you can make this for humans because pets, unlike humans, don't have religion, so that we can definitely hit the emotions hard there.
Mhm.
And I thought that's a very good valid point. And then I thought, why can't last triple happen for pets? And the name last triple again came in just one of the B school event randomly, if you ask me, because I did represent a B school competition. Being a law student, I was like
Mhm.
the first in law school to be representing a law school in a B school. And I still remember we had a overnight around, and the jury wanted us to name the startup, and I had no name. And then I googled synonyms on antonyms for death.
Mhm.
And last obviously is a very good apt term for death. And I wanted to connect with nature, right? The plantations and the planting a tree for every death, right? So I
Mhm.
just put a keyword called nature on Google search tab, and then I got mountains, water bodies, and suddenly I got a 3D image wherein what was dropping from a mountain hilltop, like making ripples, right?
Yes,
I thought,
yes.
why can't there be a name called Last Ripple?
So that's how
And
the
that was
idea came. Yes. Hmm. Pretty interesting, I
that
must
was
say. True. All right. So you mentioned so the idea, the process as to how this idea came into your head is pretty much clear now. Could you please
Mhm.
elaborate a bit about as to how this process was enacted upon? How did you make this happen in person?
So to make this happen, it was quite a hustle, if you ask me, because there's something called jugaad, an Indian term to
Mm-hmm.
be used for entrepreneurs, right? Because it was painful, it was horrible, it was pathetic, because there's something called an idea, and you as an individual would portray the idea to the common public, right? That's how entrepreneurs work. And the biggest step for an entrepreneur should be that one thing wherein he has to have that command on his language, wherein he's wanting to talk about his idea to the common public. In my case, it was death. And the moment I talk about death to the common public here, I used to get a big tight slap, and I got a tight slap in my initial days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine, Purvi, that I come to you and I say that, hey, Purvi, if you pass away, I can penalty for your death. I mean, how would you feel? Offended. And in the same way, I went to a friend of mine who had a pet, and I asked him, if your pet is passing off next month, would you take last triple planting system? And he's like, dude, that is not the way you talk to me. And the thing is, there's so many problems, but the biggest problem was to get the people's feedback to start the idea called last triple. And it might be very funny, it might be very dramatic, because I make it very dramatic because I don't want to be emotional right now. But then
Mm-hmm.
it was miserable, it was painful, it was more than anything called rejections, right? Because every time I used to go with last triple, somebody else would say that I don't want my grandpa to be a fertilizer of a tree. I don't want myself to die and become a root of a tree. So they used to condemn the very idea of last triple. So it was very devastating. But however, when you talk about how did last triple happen,
Mm-hmm.
thanks to Instagram and thanks to my friend circle who made last triple happen. I mean, nobody directly helped because I was literally wanting a co-founder, not one step to be my co-founder, which made me the only founder CEO of the company with having the burden of a founder, a cleaner, a gardener, whatnot, right? I did everything that will make last triple happen. But nevertheless, to put the idea of last triple into a physical form to make a patent pending planting system, it took me roughly weeks to gather of hard work, like research and development, going to science teams of different universities, different
Mm-hmm.
countries for that
Mm-hmm.
matter, to go get their assistance, because last triple is focusing on something called creating a memory for the families to plant a tree for every death,
Mm-hmm.
which wanted a medium wherein the tree would not die or perish, but it will be only cherishable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a difficult deal for me, being a law student, to step into something called environmentalism, to
Yes.
something called plantations, to
Mm-hmm.
something called making numbers happen, because numbers and law students are way apart. And talking about finances and running businesses, and talking about how can you talk about customers and inquiries and everything, right? So it was quite a task. But then they gave me an event called PetFed, which was the change of last triple, no, the start of last triple. So PetFed 2018, which was the biggest pet event happening in Bangalore, happened in December. And I kept that as my deadline to start last triple, because I always function
Mm-hmm.
deadlines, because I'm very happy to work without
Mm-hmm.
deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened, and we launched last triple, and it's been 23 months, and if we reach this December, it'll be a second year anniversary. So December 1st, we launched last triple in a pet fed event, wherein pet parents pulled in front of last triple to cry, to hug
Mm-hmm.
me, to love me, to shed their tears, saying that if I would know about last triple, my Bruno would have been a bonsai. If I would have known about last triple, my dog would have been a beautiful tree in front of my balcony. So that
Mm-hmm.
where the words exchanged, and that made me think that
Think
last
about
triple
it.
would be successful.
So,
And there's no turning back. Yeah.
yes. So, Pramod, you mentioned that in your entire process as to whatever you have faced till now, you did meet certain naysayers, people who were, very a bit dejected in the beginning that no, the idea that you
Okay.
possess is something which is not worthwhile, which is not good, or, won't yield a fruit. So, apart from this hurdle as an obstacle, what other things prevailed at that moment, which posed as a certain aspect for you to just come over and be reach the point as to where you are?
So, to be very precise, I launched last triple when I was 19.
Yes.
I'm 21.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've hardly had 2 years of my journey to be summing up. And this 2 years might just be a 2 year time frame for somebody who looks at it like a time perspective,
True,
or
true.
something like a time lapse. But for me, it's more than like a decade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just starting something at 19 to make something happen and to come out strong took a lot of mental and physical time for me to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because the biggest hurdle was to fight with myself,
Mm-hmm.
because I was looking for a co-founding team and nobody turned up. I was looking for
Yes.
my friends to support. None of them respected the idea called last triple. So it was a very difficult time in my routine, wherein I was believing in myself more than anybody else, and that was the biggest hurdle,
So,
to have that self trust.
yes. So, the problems that you mentioned hereby, so are there any suggestions that you would like to give to the audience? Because we may never know that there might be a possibility that two, three people here, or four, five of them might be there here amongst, present amongst her as an audience to who would have the same zeal and enthusiasm in themselves, but they don't know as to how to proceed, as what to do, how to do, and all the things as to how to bring it out. So, are there any feedback, suggestions that you would like to advise them?
So the biggest feedback which I would want is to be very very vocal about your thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
because if I term it, entrepreneurship has become like a copied version of entrepreneurship, if I may term it. Like copying what is happening in North India, what is happening in Asia, what is happening in the US, what is happening for somebody else, right? So if you ask me, entrepreneurship should be something that should come from within, because I believe that entrepreneurship is the necessity to start something called an entrepreneurship venture, right? So to sum up, what I'm intending is I want all of us to be very much vocal about what is happening in our life to make sure that we find out a problem and work on the solution.
True.
And if the solution is worth payable, then
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a entrepreneurship venture.
Mm-hmm.
If the solution is not worth payable, then it becomes an NGO or a social initiative, right? As
Mm-hmm.
simple as that. So my first roadmap or the first step to become an entrepreneur is identify a problem
Mm-hmm.
which hit you hard so that you have a story to talk about in the coming years to come after you cherish your start of your entrepreneurship journey. And the second step is to find the target audience who can pay a service, right? Because right now I can proudly talk about my grandma's death, which was the triggering point to start Last Triple, which was a physical problem, which was my own problem to
Mm-hmm.
be solved by Last Triple. I want all of us who's watching this video to search for that one problem in their life, in their routine, in their circle, to find that one trigger to make that problem into a
True.
solution based platform.
Absolutely.
It
Yes.
might be as
Mm-hmm.
simple as Delhi's air pollution. It might be as simple as Bangalore's water
Mm-hmm.
scarcity. It might be as simple as you know what not, right? It
The
might be as
smallest
simple
of
as I.
smallest things. Yes. True.
It can be as simple as you not having proper uniform to dress upon on a sunny day. You can have a you know a, wrinkle proof uniform for that matter, right? It might
Mm-hmm.
be as simple as your uniform to
True.
as concrete
So
as your city water scarcity.
yes, yes. So Pramod, you mentioned that entrepreneurship do what you are one is passionate about. You just mentioned it. I mean, that was the inference that I could gather here. So entrepreneurship, I would like to mention over here, entrepreneurship is such a profession wherein people have this ideology, have this opinion that entrepreneurship is a profession wherein one gets to earn money. It's a monetary, quite a good profession where you can be a person, who earns really well. Whereas
Mhm.
working for a social cause is something very
Mhm.
contrasting to this very threshold of ideology. So how do you correlate of being an entrepreneur with the nature of work that you do?
So first thing goes first, right? Entrepreneurship is not making money.
Mm-hmm,
It's solving problems.
mm-hmm,
And as a real life entrepreneur, not a flaunt about the so-called entrepreneurship to the common public. Entrepreneurship is worth flaunting on Instagram, posting about you signing documents and you
mm-hmm.
signing contracts or collaborations. But in real life, it is very dirty, if you ask me. Like, you have to be answerable to your founding team, you have to be answerable to your investors, you have to be answerable to your family, you have to be answerable to yourself, you have to be answerable to everybody in this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you think entrepreneurship is making money, then that's a big no, because first few years will be struggle, and for me it might be for the first 4 years, or for you it might be for the first 20 years, right? You never know. The cooling time for a individual who steps up into entrepreneurship is something very skeptical. It depends on people to people. Second thing is, I see many people terming themselves to be a social entrepreneur or a
Mm-hmm.
private entrepreneur or just an entrepreneur, right? So it's all a fancy term again, right? Because
The
there is
modern
no term.
lingo.
So
Yes.
true, Paresh. There's nothing called a CEO or a CFO or a COO in Indian law. There is only called director, senior director, and director. That's it.
Oh,
There's
okay.
nothing called accounting CEOs, right?
Okay.
But we all go gagas and bonkers about the term called CEOs and
Hmm.
CFOs and directors, which is the Western culture, right? So in the same way, we are just you know fantasizing the term called entrepreneurship and the term called upon the CEO of a company wherein you get to see only profits or you get to see only medias coming and approaching you for lectures and interviews, right? So that is the biggest drawback for entrepreneurs to start something at their teenage or their college life and to just miserably fail after they realize that entrepreneurship is a cup
Hmm.
of coffee, right? So that is what I always tell in my lectures or in my podcast or in my interviews, wherein I say that entrepreneurship is not easy. I myself flaunt a lot, but then it is worth the pain of flaunting,
True.
because I flaunt because I
Absolutely.
work 24 hours in a day or more than that, because sometimes you don't even get proper sleep after you come up after something a rough day, be it in college, after college, be it with your real employees or your founding teams. So that is there, and the difference between a social entrepreneur is very, very thin when you talk about to a regular entrepreneur, right? Because it's as simple as I being social in my heart, helping my stakeholders who are involved in my initiative. So I'll give an example in that case. So let's say if I am representing to be the founder CEO of Last Triple on a forum, I
Mm-hmm.
would make sure that my employees, my founding team, my investors, my customers would be benefited in a holistic way.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm ensuring this, that itself makes me a social entrepreneur, because I think about a society who's connected to my initiative. Or
True.
rather, there's a different example wherein you say that I am a social entrepreneur who give 40% of my revenues to something called planting trees in Bangalore or planting trees in Karnataka, for that matter, right? That's a different perspective. So it's all about how you portray yourself or your initiative to be to the common public, right? So if you ask me, normally people refer me as a social entrepreneur because I work for a social cause,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes people say that, Pramod, you are a hypocrite wherein you make profits, you make revenues, and you can't call yourself
Mm-hmm.
a social entrepreneur. So
Mm-hmm.
I am never a fan of something called a social entrepreneur or a serial entrepreneur or just an
A
entrepreneur.
specific
For me,
term. A specific
for
term.
me,
That means.
correct. If you ask me, it is just gonna be saying that I'm a proud entrepreneur and I solve a problem for this world. That's it.
Yes. So, Pramod, Pramod has been a TED Talk speaker twice, and I can say that he has earned a lot of achievements, a lot of things in his the bag of achievements. As per what age he is, that's 20 or 19. So, Pramod, you are presently a law student. So,
Okay.
what opinion your professors in specific do they possess, and how do you manage to juggle up between your studies, assignments, your work, and the delegation of your members, the other teammates of yours?
So if you ask me about that one thought before going further, I want to just take a small deviation in this regard.
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen so many of my friends, so many of my circles stepping into entrepreneurship after seeing Last Triple success story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because there is a flaunting Instagram fantasy wherein I post at least a newspaper article covering about my hard work on Deccan Herald or Deccan Chronicle, or for the matter of getting into the next stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just make this one clarification to the common public that I never went for recognition. Recognition would choose you when you go and work for your problem. And Last Triple was very lucky enough to be covered from the whole blue world, because Last Triple's idea was one of a kind in the whole of Asian specific market, right? And we being the monopoly or the only doers of funeral logistics in the whole of Asian market, we got that huge public support and media recognitions pouring in, which made Last Triple look that successful. But like I said, it just happened again, right? Like things just happen, because, like I said, this is the 23rd month of my entrepreneurship journey, and I've gotten over 75 recognitions till date. That is more than three recognitions for a month, for that matter. And this
Mm-hmm.
is my fourth interview in this very month, and I have three podcasts to come after this week. So
Mm-hmm.
why I'm telling this is because people just assume that sometimes entrepreneurs just flaunt about their medias and their contacts on Instagram, right? Which is not true. They just say yes for all of them, because you never know what would happen, right? Let's say Purvi's friend tomorrow in Bangalore might have a commitment and they can visit the Last Triple. Or let's say Dream India's follower on Instagram who's wanting to use Last Triple can reach out to Last Triple because they would have known about Last Triple in this
Mm-hmm.
very platform. So that is the only blunt reason for entrepreneurs like me who are shameless enough to accept every damn media recognition or every damn interview from as small as an organization to as big as a TEDx organization, right? So that is the first clarification which I want to give. And secondly, when you talk about the recognitions and the feel or the approach, they are just not accepting what is happening in my life. because being an introvert, being in a law school, just stuck to my seats, going to a TEDx stage twice, going to represent Last Triple in United Nations, Singapore Foundations, and whatnot, right? So having all these recognitions and attentions, I can't believe myself, like recognized by a journal which is known globally, to recognized by a local journal in Karnataka.
Yes.
So what not, right? So it just happened because I believed in it. That's the only blunt answer. And I became we because I wanted people to believe in the idea of a Last Triple. And right now we're a proud team called Be the Team of Last Triple.
Mm-hmm.
And getting back on track about what my professors or my friend circle feel, bluntly speaking, my friends are still not accepting or digesting the fact that this is me after 2 years of my startup journey, because they've seen me in the worst mindsets wherein I couldn't even articulate properly about what I used to think
All right.
inside my.
So yes, so
Yeah, go for
Pramod, you over here, you talked about as to how what dimension as to how this organization Last Triple, how this idea gave a new structure to your personality. So, what transition did you go through? What exact transition did you go through? What kind of a
it.
boy were you prior to this entire chain of events?
Okay, so that is the biggest plus point, or that is my biggest uh, thing which I'm grateful for to become an entrepreneur, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I was an introvert, I was shy, I
Mm-hmm.
was filled with anxiety, I was filled
Yes.
with restlessness. I was a very, very, very closed person to myself. I more than anything, I was never appealing to myself, and I was not even confident about my looks nor my talks, nor I had a command on my language, right?
Mm-hmm.
So being from that version of myself at 18 or 19 in my law school life, to
True.
become what I am in just 23 months was something to be whoa about what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask me, Purvi, that what was the biggest transition in your entrepreneurship life or your student life after Last Triple,
Mm-hmm.
it is just that how people perceive you, right?
True.
Before
Totally.
Last Triple, I was just a random Christite in my university called Christ Deemed to be University.
Mm-hmm.
After Last Triple, I represented my own university, my own state, my country, this Asia as a continent in at least 50 or 60 platforms,
Yes.
be it at TEDx or be it as big as representing Asia Pacific in a university level event. So this all happens only because of you not giving up on your idea, right? And the way people see you changes. Like your professors respect you to the core.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you won't get good score, they respect you because you
Yes.
represent the university at least once in a month,
Yes.
and you get your cash flows coming in every day or every week for that matter, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're loaded all.
Yes.
Definitely you have commitment, but people think that you are the most happening thing in the
Mm-hmm.
whole goddamn university, right? And more importantly, you get a command on everything you speak or everything you do. It might be as basic as I say to my friends that I am busy, I'm not gonna come for this weekend party because I have a collaboration. And just because I said, they postpone the whole thing because they respect the leverage of you as an individual. So everything changes, right? It might be as simple as your professor saying good morning to you as a
Mm-hmm.
volunteer,
So
to as big
yes.
as the family or friends respecting you.
So yes. So Pramod, are you trying to assert here that those people who were initially not a bit apprehensive about the idea are the ones who actually respect you or treat you nicely? Is it so?
So that is very blunt from you, Purvi. I'm so happy that you're bluntly saying the real truth. It's a
Because these
complete
things do
yes for
happen,
it.
and we should
It's
be confronting them.
so it's a blunt answer. The blunt answer to this is a big yes, because not all. So 8 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 of my friends said no for Last Triple.
Mm-hmm.
Now the whole of crowd is repenting for saying no, because I literally asked 33 of my friends to be my co-founder. None accepted. Right now they are literally dying out of. You can laugh if you want, but we have no
No, no,
issues.
it's all
They
right.
they're literally grieving, and they're ranting about their own choices to not be
Yes.
being happen. And more importantly, like I said, right, having said that last triple was a very, very neglected idea, it was a difficult time for all of them to accept that last triple is successful from day one. Because from day one, we have gotten attention from the paternity or the media or the common public. And I still remember I got my very first TEDx talk in my third month of entrepreneurship, and I can't believe it myself. December we launched, and March I got my first TEDx talk. That was the gravity of last triples reach in just 3 months. In 90 days, if somebody can get a TEDx stage at 19, then it's only because of last triple. So I'm just so grateful for what happened.
Absolutely. Pramod, would you please care to explain the audience a bit about, as to we all know that the entire world is amidst a pandemic. That's the noble COVID-19. So, during this time, mentioning this specific time period, this tenure, how is your organization trying to battle out things or work as a team, as a group?
Okay. So the biggest reason for COVID-19 to outbreak in this blue world is because we neglected environment and the ecosystem as a whole, right? That made me think that why can't last triple step in to bring the very thought of
Mhm,
environmentalism or a holistic approach towards this mortal world, because I'm very philosophical when it comes to explaining my thoughts.
mhm,
And I still remember, Purvi, I started a campaign called My Nature Miracle to
mhm.
talk about what is your biggest nature miracle from Last Triple. And I wanted to push Last Triple to be something to make people feel positive about COVID 19. Then we launched Last Triple Challenge. So, Last Triple Challenge and My Nature Miracle were the two pivotal challenges which we took from April 2020. That was the very first month of COVID 19 in India, to create a positive awareness about last triple or environment or nature as a whole, considering them to be important. And then I still remember March 13th was the day of lockdown declaration in Karnataka. And March 25th, we launched these two initiatives which went global. Like 3 countries participated in this. But more than anything, we got our very first family served during COVID on April 1st, 2020.
Mhm.
And that was the most emotional moment of last couple in recent times, because you might go for a TEDx stage and flaunt about your achievements, right? But then that satisfaction when you get to help a deprived family is beyond words, because the family was from MG Road, Bangalore, and they had a newborn baby because she just came out of pregnancy, and she lost her dog midnight. And she called me around 12:30 in the night, and she said, Pramod, I have no options. My husband is out of town. My family is really, really sick. And my dog is lying in my balcony, and I want you to come with your team to collect the pet body. And I said, ma'am, I can't help you because I was scared. The right
Mhm,
word is scared.
mhm.
Because COVID 19 was at its peak, and we didn't have a vehicle license to get our vehicle out of the garage, and we didn't have a team to go and help the family. But then she was literally crying on the phone, and over the phone, I convinced her, but she was not convinced. And I just told my mom and dad that I'm gonna go help the family. As the next day, early morning, we wore our mask and we were just piled up to go to the family. No police cop stopped the vehicle just because we served the family in a honest way and we helped the family. And she just fell on her feet, thanking us, saying that you saved my family because my dog was
This,
lying in the balcony and you helped us. And just like that, April 1st, we served the first family. Then every single day, we have served so many families. And in this 4 months of our COVID 19 story, we are proud to say that we have served over 120 families in this
mhm,
difficult times to make their last rites of their pets, sometimes humans, more positive. And yes, Purvi, we did for humans. And the only thing which made me to do it for humans is that one grandma's death in my routine, which made me to say that, you know what, you wanted this to be done for humans, and right now humans are approaching this to be acceptable.
mhm.
And just imagine 120 families served in this 120 days. That is more than a family for a day. And what
Yes,
prouder note can I have to share to this world, right? So
yes.
Last Triple was proud enough to serve over 100 families in this difficult times of COVID 19, going to their place, picking up the dead carcass, going to the crematorium, cremating them, going to the park, making a plantation, and then sending the love and the videos to the whole blue world. It is just beautiful.
This is very generous of the entire organization and you as a person. Certainly, very, I would, appreciate the entire organization here. Such a beautiful thought which has been enacted. Also, promote. This reminds me that you
Mhm.
have a nature-specific organization named titled as Last Triple. So, are there any obligations as to what kind of other organizations or corporates the entire organization that's Last Ripple prefers to collaborate with?
Okay, so couple of things, right? Firstly, we have something called Last Triple Foundation for all the
Yes.
social initiatives, social wings, and secondly, we have Last Triple Private Limited, which is a private entity for all the revenues and money bringing sources of cash flows, right? So in that regard, we are proud to say that we at least have one collaboration approach every week. Like
Yes.
we at least get one mail on our inbox saying that we want to collaborate, because Last Triple is that vocal about their green thoughts in their own way. In that sense, we at least get one approach every single week about collaborations, but we are very, very skeptical to go for collaborations because we have a mindset. Our biggest mindset which has to match is they have to be ecocentric. Only if the collaboration is ecocentric, we go for it. In fact, we
Mhm.
even look about the petrol we spend on the logistics. We look for how can we best accommodate to reduce our environmental damage when we do the funerals in the crematorium, or it might be as simple as the electric crematorium over a wooden furnace, right? It might be as simple as making the logistics more greener.
Mhm.
So that has been our major focus, the point when it comes to collaborations. And till date, we have over 15 MOUs with over 10 organizations across three
Yes.
countries with Last Triple,
Mhm.
with over 1,000 volunteers working for Last Triple tirelessly whenever we need them. So to be simply precisely noting about Last Triple's collaboration, we only note that our partners or our representatives should be ecocentric. A,
Mhm.
B, they should be also willing to make a point to help the needy and their stakeholders. For us, it might be stray dogs, or it might be planting more trees, or it might be the pet families who have lost their pet. Because half the time, some pet families will not have the finances to afford for the funerals,
Yes.
and we make sure that we can afford them. So in that sense, I want my stakeholders or our collaborators to help in their own way. Right? It might be, let's say, I go to a pet food company and make a collaboration. I would want the pet food company to help the stray dogs to
Mhm.
get a proper meal a day, right? It might be as simple as give 10% of your dog food to stray dogs who can't afford your food.
So
So that would
basically,
be our
essentially, the same genre, or the same type of work.
Precisely, yes. When it comes to private limited, or when it comes to our cash flows and our revenue sources, we don't have this genre wherein we are okay to have a collaboration with a money-minded initiative,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, not everybody is wanting to serve back to the society, right? So we
True.
can't help it.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yes. So Pramod, we all know that since it's COVID going on and everybody is quarantined at their respective houses, so we as people, sometimes we do often end up getting discouraged, demotivated, or not interested in doing something, or even smallest amount of things, or being really lazy. From simplest of things like getting out of bed, or sometimes even taking a shower, or having your meals properly at proper time. So given this fact, how would you tell the audience, or what would you like to tell the audience in specific to nature, as to how can they do, what can they do in specific to nature, given this time
Mhm.
frame, given this idea of this entire pandemic that we all are going through?
Okay, so in that case, the only thing which I would want all of us to think about COVID-19 is COVID-19 was a challenge.
Yes.
Right now, it has become the new normal, right? So it has become new normal in our routines. So I just want all of us to be bold enough to face the reality, to just step out and just go for it. Because if I would have thought negative about stepping out on 1st of April of 2020 when COVID must speak in the whole of India, last triple couldn't have served that family. And if not for last triple, I'd have not known what would have happened to the family. If not for these stepping to serve over 100 families in this COVID-19, 100 pet families should have had their pet dead bodies lying in their balconies, in their doorsteps, in their home without attendance, right? So it is just that one positive, bold move that we all should take to make sure that we help the families. And in that sense, I want all of us to be positive enough to face the new reality, the new normal, to step out and make something happen. It might be as simple as you stepping out to just be normal, to go to the grocery store to just buy some veggies, because
Mhm.
that is more beneficial for the street vendors rather you buying on a Swiggy or a online platform, right?
Yes.
So that is the only thing which I would want all of us to do, because we have to help our society to make something happen. It might be as simple as you going to a street vendor to buy your vegetables. It might be as simple as you affording a BMTC transportation or a public transportation I'm intending,
Mhm.
so that you help the transport of the cities. It might be as simple as you stepping out to do something,
Mhm.
or it might be just putting some food to your stray dogs in your locality, right? It might be that one step which you can make sure that you come out of your comfort zone to help to the society.
Because at the end day, each step matters after all.
True.
Quite a philosophical sentence or dialogue, but yes,
It
it
just
does
looks
apply.
fancy. It just looks fancy, but I'm very, very lame, like I'm usually am in terms of a personal conversation.
Yes.
I'm just philosophical, representing a brand called Last Triple right now.
So, promote the last question of the day, and then
Yeah,
we have a small game to
perfect.
entertain our audience today. And the question is, where do you see your organization, that's Last Ripple, to be in coming years?
Okay. So I don't know the honest answer. I don't want to be judgmental or ideological right now, because I launched Last Triple when I was in my second year of law school at
Mm-hmm.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm in my fourth year of law school at
All
21.
right.
So I have another year of law school to be done,
Mm-hmm.
and last would be 3 years in age. And coming out of law school, facing this world as a full-time entrepreneur, representing a brand like Last Triple, I don't know if I could take that bold move, but that would be my first priority, to make sure that I don't get lured to of opportunities and work for somebody's company or somebody's startup or somebody's dream, because I wanted to make Last Triple happen full fledged from the day one I step out of law school, like a full
Uh-huh.
fledged lawyer come entrepreneur. That's what I term myself, a law
Yes.
term entrepreneur, whatever it is. So the future for Last Trip is going to be very simple for me. Like stay calm and stay composed, because if
Mm-hmm.
not for me, Last Trip will die tomorrow. That'll
Mm-hmm.
be my biggest hurdle, because I want Last Triple to be alive even if I pass off tomorrow. Let's say if I die tomorrow, Last Triple would die eventually. So my biggest step towards Last Triple would be that self-sustenance, wherein if I die tomorrow, Last Triple would live, and Last Triple would always live even without I being physically or mentally there. So every startup entrepreneur's biggest hurdle is to make sure that a startup or her startup is successful or stable, even if she or he is not there. So my biggest ideological move for Last Triple would be making Last Triple self-sufficient, to have a autopiloted mode to run in itself, and that would definitely take a couple of years to come from today. That is maybe December 2024 positively.
But
So
would
basically,
eventually happen.
Last people to
Hopefully, would
survive,
eventually
no matter
happen.
what.
Yes.
It
So
should.
yes, certainly, Pramod, it will. So, Pramod, do you have a cup of coffee next to you or anything
I
which you can take a
I
sip of?
just have something in my cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
would work well. So, just to let the audience know and promote, so there is a game titled as Never Have I Ever. I don't know if you've heard of it before or not. So, I would be giving you questions, And
have,
if you have, like, if you are, if you have committed the crime, like, as in not the legal term crime, which you go through the law works, crime, like, as in the, for instance, if I say, never have I ever been to South Africa. Now, if you have ever been to South Africa, you will take a sip. So each sip would mean that, yes, I have done this. I am, guilty of this crime. So that would mean this. All right.
crime is
Are
a very
we?
negative term. So being a law student, I'm very skeptical, but I'm up for it. Let's do this.
Yes, so let's just begin. Are we good to go?
Perfect. I'm ready.
So, how about a carpool? Like, never have I ever carpooled with anyone.
I have.
So please have a sip.
Yeah.
Yes. Never have I ever gifted a sapling.
I have.
I have.
Yeah.
So I guess this is, never have I ever created awareness about environment.
I have
You
done it
have,
since
yes.
day one. Yeah.
Never, never have I ever used renewable energy.
I have. Okay, my coffee is
Mm,
done, but I just have to drink this anyways.
no, instead of drinking, I guess you can also, like, show your just palm, the front face of the palm. You can show it
Done.
if
Done.
you've done it,
Done.
and if no, you can show the back side of your palm. I guess that would
Perfect.
work
Okay.
better.
Done.
Yes. So
Done.
never have I ever decreased electricity consumption.
I have.
Never have I ever shopped second-hand goods.
I have.
Never have I ever participated in environmental related rallies.
I have.
Never have I ever shifted to renewable products.
I have.
Never have I ever stopped people from littering.
I have.
Never have I ever switched to eco friendly products.
I have. I use a bamboo toothbrush every day, so yeah.
Never have I ever tried to recycle waste products.
I have.
Never have I ever avoided unwanted water usage.
I have.
Never have I ever faked sick from work.
Sorry.
Never have I ever faked sick from work. Have you
I
ever
have.
pretended? Yes.
Yeah. A
Um,
lot of times.
yes. Never have I ever fallen asleep in public.
A lot of times. I'm always exhausted.
Never have I ever. Now, this is a tricky one. Never have I ever lied on my resume.
I have.
All right.
So
Um,
basically, I have a resume which is filled with law school routine, and my law school is a faked up resume. So I have faked up.
yes.
Yeah.
Couple of more to go. Never have I ever
Okay.
gone skiing.
I have never gone
Ski
skiing.
sport.
Okay.
Yes. Never have I ever gone snowboarding.
I've never gone snowboarding.
Never have I ever played a musical instrument.
I have.
Never have I ever sang in public.
I have. I sing
You
horrible,
have?
if you know.
Which
Yeah.
song? If you could sing right now, something for the audience. Come on, Pramod, please.
Oh my God. My sister is sitting next to the phone and she's like, no,
All
don't
right.
do
I
that
mean,
mistake.
there's no obligation, but just at least tell us the name of the song if you
Okay.
remember.
Okay, so I still remember I went to a music competition to represent my school in the event,
Uh-huh.
and I sang a Kannada song called Yakka Raja Rani Nanna,
Mm-hmm.
and the crowd laughed at me, like literally laughed.
Yeah.
So
So,
you want me to sing?
yeah, if you can, if you wish
Okay,
to, certainly,
okay,
please.
okay.
Two,
Basically,
three lines would suffice, please.
my singing would be like narrating a story. Okay, let me start. Okay. ಯಕ್ಕ ರಾಜಾರಾಣಿ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯೊಳಗೆ ಹೇ ಇಡಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ನಿನ್ನ ಬಾಯೊಳಗೆ That's it. I sing horrible like that.
You
That's it. I'm
don't.
done.
I am actually am genuinely liking it. Let's
Okay.
move on to the next question. Never have I
Yeah,
ever cheated on a test. I
I have
have.
cheated a lot.
Never have I ever gotten busy in a public place. I guess we have.
We all do, right?
Never have I ever lied about my income.
Always.
All right. Uh, Never have I ever lied to a law enforcement officer.
Usually, yes. Especially traffic cops.
All right. So the last question,
Okay.
never
Okay.
have I ever, something which is really very related to a topic, never have I ever gone vegan.
I've gone vegan,
You have?
but I couldn't stay vegan. Yeah, I couldn't stay vegan. I gone vegan. In fact, I have supported a vegan rally for 21 days straight, and after 21 days, I couldn't stay vegan because I come from a typical Indian family which would never let me to be vegan.
Mhm.
So I think out of all the questions, I had two no's and I had so many yeses, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud about myself. I'm like, yay. So yeah.
So I guess that's all for today. Thank you, Pramod, for such an insightful session and an interesting one as well, if I might say so. So
Really,
that's all for the day, audience. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned and keep following the page. That's Dream India. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank
yeah,
you.
please follow Last Triple. Please follow our Instagram
Definitely,
handle.
please.
Support Last Triple. And please plant more saplings and more trees. And more importantly, please support entrepreneurs to make something happen in their life. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Signing
A
off.
very
Bye.
insightful game. So
Yeah.
that's all.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pramod. Thank you. Thank you to the audience.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.